Awesome Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Awesome Rider here. Welcome to my review for the deluxe Paki-Garu from Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger. This is another auxiliary mecha, as you can see or hear, or both. It's based off of, like, what if Pakisaurus was a kangaroo type thing, which is kind of neat. I actually really dig it. I think it's a really creative design. It's like one of those designs that I think is kind of adorable and awesome, mainly because it has a little baby with it, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ryu Soul first to get that out of the way. It's one of those ones that's got a bit more personality to it since it's not just a random gray one. It almost looks like, I guess, the design of the mecha too, but both of them look very camouflagey, which might be intentional, I don't know, but I think it looks cool, and I do like it, and I like the way that you have like the armored fist coming up here, and I think that looks neat, and then you got the two skulls there going on, and then here it is in its little folded up mode, and that looks cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at it in the changer and the Ryusoulgen. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we can set that aside for now. So this is just it in its main basic mode, you know, just sitting there being a Pakisaurus kangaroo thing. And like I said, the color design looks very camouflage-like. I do quite like it. Like, you have the boxing gloves bit here, but they're also kind of like little blades. I almost feel like he's about to roller skate on them. And there's kind of like a bike mode that I can show in a minute. But I do just generally like the design. This bit comes off here, this bit here. The arms too, but like, I mean, you can't really, if you take the arms off, they're not really meant to be customized. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't include one of the Lego ports like right here just so you could do some customization, but like that's just kind of generally where they detach in the other parts of the body for doing some customization and stuff like that of that nature. But I think it's got a really cool design. I really dig it. Like I said, I think it's unique. But the coolest part here is hello mate, is check this out. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? This is the most adorable little Zord of all time. Kind of reminds me of, what was it, the Kuma in Q-Ranger, and then also there was like a little mini drill with one of the Zords in Lupat, but like this is like 10 times more adorable in my opinion. I think he's pretty, well, freaking adorable. Look at him. I mean, this is the best Zord in all of, almost like Q-Ranger. Q-Ranger too. All of Q-Ranger and Ryusoulger. And then you can do like a couple different things with him. Like you can put him on his face. Like there's actually a little like groove there so you can line it up so you can actually put it on properly so it'll stay on so you can face hug him, and then you can kind of do like a little formation. Whoops, wrong way. There you go. So you have that as like, those are bike noises. But so you can do that, and then also it's just like, oh, he's like scared, so he's grabbing on to his parent's face. So that's happening. But you, as you can see, you can, there we go. You can store him in there, but you can also store him on here adorably, like it's a little backpack buggy, and you can also like detach this. So he's got his own little almost sidecar. There's other stuff you can do with him as well in different formations and stuff like that. Just sort of part of the customization fun, but with a little baby. But I think it's adorable. I think it adds to the personality of me just kind of enjoying this guy as he is on his own. But let's go ahead and take a look at the only real main formation that they have, and the one that's in the show as well. And then I'll show off the instructions, shows off a couple things, which I'll let you see here once we're done with the main formation. But let's get to it. So to prep him, super easy, just put the baby back on his face, like that. I'm gonna forego cutting away since this is so easy. Just fold this up, fold these up, just like I was just doing. Put this on top, and then unsnap this, and you have your two fists ready. To prep KishiryuOh, it's super easy, just take off these take out Bart and Lisa. No, but take off these two parts, and then just take out the head, and so you have like a weird headless horseman bit. But it's really simple to prep. So if you have it in 3 nights, you're already good to go, which I did, so I was already good to go. And so just put on the boxing gloves, and then shkibeef, except put it in the right way, don't do it like me, don't follow my example. There you go, so there you have it combined with KishiryuOh. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't think it's my all-time favorite, like auxiliary or individual unique formation, but I do think it's cool. I like the idea of the boxing gloves. I think that the helmet on it is pretty unique. I really dig it. I think it's actually, in my opinion, one of the most unique helmets, because most of them, even when they're different, kind of look like just a slight variation on KishiryuOh's normal helmet, but I like that this one, at least in my opinion, stands out a little bit. I feel like I wish there was a little bit something more, maybe in the chest area or something to differentiate it, but since it's an auxiliary formation, you know, I think it looks fine and I think it's neat. I do kind of just think in general, I like it personality-wise a little bit more, just sitting by himself. And of course, there's all kinds of customization stuff you can do. You can very easily put it on the Kishiryujin, or the Kishiryujin, is that right? The evil one. You can put it on him, you know, because it's basically the same mold, and you can do some customizations. Speaking of, the instructions show a bunch of different suggestions for, like, you know, fun what-ifs and stuff. I always wonder if any of those are going to make it in the show, because when they include it in the instructions, I always wonder that. But there's only one I really wanted to show in the instructions real quick, because I think it's cool. Right here is Tiramigo with boxing gloves. I think that's pretty freaking awesome. Like, there's a bunch of different random suggestions, and like there's kind of a similar one with Mosa Rex, but I think this is the one with the most personality of the suggestions that I hope makes it into the show. Not even for combat. Like, I just want to see an episode where Tiramigo goes around town again and he just uses boxing gloves and goes to a gym to box. But that's pretty much it for this review. Overall, I do really like this one. I wouldn't say it's one that I'm gonna say go down there and get it right now all the way to Japan. Don't even import it. It's so important you have to go down there and get it right now. But I think it's a fun release. I think it's a fun design. It adds a lot of different playability to it as usual. So I think if you're into the line, I'd go ahead and recommend picking it up. But anyway, that's about it for this one. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, don't forget to climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for my videos. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.